Hi everyone, welcome to Land and Sea. I'm Jane Adey. There are certain things in Newfoundland and Labrador that define us as people. The sea, for one, and the little outports built at its edge. And then there's the music that's been played in the kitchens of these outport homes for generations. Every summer, there's a celebration of that local music, a chance to learn and preserve and pass down. Back in 2005, I was there for that celebration at the Vinland Music Camp.
If you could pick a place anywhere in this province to go to camp, this spot would be at the top of the list. One of Newfoundland and Labrador's jewels, Gros Morne National Park. Dramatic scenery, crystal clear ocean bays, and forests full of elusive animals. Raw beauty amplified by the peaceful sounds of nature. But for 1 week in August, there's more than songbird melodies echoing in these mountains. That's Eric West on guitar and Daniel Payne on the fiddle. Every summer, the boys draw an adoring crowd here at the Vinland Music Camp. As local musicians go, these guys are among the cream of the crop. Daniel's fiddle is just one of 7 traditional instruments he plays. All ages have come to listen, but mostly they've come here to learn. So, when the show's over, it's off to class.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Then straight through the channel to Toslow we'll go. No, that was a bunch of true Newfoundlanders there for sure.
And it's just that kind of cultural pride that Eric West wanted to tap into and strengthen when he came up with the idea for the music camp.
You can hear every style of music these days through the media, but traditional music sometimes gets less coverage. And so even in smaller places where music is kept alive quite well, there are often musicians, particularly young musicians, are out of touch with what's happening in other locales.
So for 4 years now, he's been bringing musicians together here on the West Coast, an area known for its rich musical history. Traditional icons like Rufus Ginchard, Emile Benoit, and Minnie White come from these parts. Eric West felt a music camp in Gros Morne would pay tribute to the legacy they've all left behind.
Coming to a place like Gros Morne, where you feel very privileged because it's such a pristine place and it's such natural beauty that it can't help but have a positive impact on your creativity and musicianship. So I just hope that the students that come here leave with some of that inspiration that I always get when I'm here.
And be careful of that bumblebee that we just
He's gone.
Joe Kelly and his daughter Jenna have come all the way from Spanish Room on the Burin Peninsula. They'll sneak some practice time in before their afternoon tin whistle class.
So you want to have a tune?
Yeah.
Right. Any Mary?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Ten-year-old Jenna loves traditional music, a fondness passed on to her by her dad, Joe, who grew up on the West Coast. They've been playing together for years. Jenna sings and Joe backs her up on guitar, but they're both eager to learn more songs, more instruments, and more traditions to carry on.
We are unique with this kind of music here. I mean, it's just awesome. Same with, to see somebody pick up an instrument and play a Newfoundland jig or an Irish tune. It just makes your toe tap and gets you smiling, and it's just wonderful. I enjoy it, right? It makes you feel good.
It makes me feel very good and proud that I can learn about my culture.
She can play, and not only that, she can play with other people. And I hope that she's able to, if she hears a song, she can say, oh, she's sitting down and say, hey, pass over your fiddle, or do you know this song? And then she starts playing, and maybe somebody else will sing, or somebody else will play along with her. And that's where I hope she gets. And if she gets to the point that she wants to teach, all the better for her. You know, I'll be really proud, because then I'll know she's passing something down to the next generation.
What is it you like about Newfoundland music in particular?
How it has a story. Because like lots of songs, they have stories behind them, and that's what I really, really like. Saltwater Joys would probably be my favorite Newfoundland song.
Not surprising, really. Saltwater Joys, a song written by Wayne Chalk, captures the intense pride most Newfoundlanders and Labradorians feel, no matter how old or how young.
I was born down by the waters, and it's here I'm going to stay. I've searched for all the reasons why I should go away, but I haven't got the thirst for all those modern day toys, and I'll just take my chances on those saltwater joys.
Anyone who's started to play a new instrument knows it takes a lot of patience and a lot of practice. The Celtic harp is Jenna Kelly's newest challenge. She's only had a few lessons, but so far, so good. It's inspiring to see so many young people taking a keen interest in traditional instruments and music. And then there's the not quite so young. I tried my own hand on the bowrun drum under the tutelage of Daniel Payne.
Okay, good. Here we go, guys. All right, that's good. But that's just the beginning. There's a lot more.
So I'm not ready to join a band, but I bet some of these kids soon will be.
4, 5, 4, 2.
Students can't help but improve at this kind of music camp. Motivated by talented instructors,
Good, you got it,
inspired by impressive scenery. But there's one person at this camp who takes his encouragement purely from the sounds around him. Meet Ben Goulding, a 19-year-old from Cornerbrook. Ben is blind. He has been his whole life. But Ben's mom, Muriel, says his ear for music developed at an early age.
When he was an infant in the incubator in the Janeway, when he was born, he had a little music box. Somebody left it in his crib. I don't know who it was yet, but somebody left him a music box, and when you go in, you hear this music playing. And Ben had this in his incubator. And it was totally incredible. And he's just been so exposed to it. Pavarotti he loves. Puts that on the whole house. You can hear Pavarotti through the whole house. But he really enjoys it. Enjoys any music.
What are some of your favorite Newfoundland songs?
Old Badger Drive, Starlogie Bay, Liar Song, Renton Roll Roar, and songs like that, you know.
And how does it make you feel when you sing those songs?
It makes me feel like I'm part of it. Like I'm part of singing and stuff, and I'm part of the music, and I'm actually there singing.
Was in the sound of St. John, was there a chance to dwell?
Ben's parents have been really supportive of his musical talent. They've encouraged him to sing in festivals for the past 10 years. He's got the vocal part down pat, so at this camp, he wants to learn more. You already are quite a singer, from what I hear.
I am, yeah, I'm a very good singer.
And you wanted to know how to play a few instruments to...
Yeah, to accompany myself. Yep.
So you're going to be a one-man show?
Yeah.
He's already taken a stab at the bow run drum. Now, it's on to a new class.
Hi.
Ben settles into the beginner accordion class.
That chair. Yep, the one that you're touching.
Maneuvering around a new environment has been tricky at times for Ben, but imagine the challenge he faces learning a new instrument. Ben waits his turn, but he's learning by taking in every sound.
Sitting in the car, he's going along, Mom, do you hear how he changed his note there? And now it's G, now it's D, now he's gone back to G again. Incredible. His ear for music is incredible.
Just try that again.
I got to go and buy and sell now and try to buy a used accordion. But they're hard to get, used ones. Yeah, but he's going to enjoy this. Yeah, we'll all enjoy this. Yeah.
He catches on fast. Ben Goulding is driven by his love of music and an enduring determination to overcome life's obstacles.
Okay, and one more time. Okay, great. Want to try it back in the back there?
Stay tuned. After the break, we'll meet an American family who has fallen in love with West Coast sights and sounds. Partway through the week, students at the Vinland Music Camp are treated to a field trip. They pile into Woody Point's local theater. Well-known songwriter Shirley Montague performs her musical interpretation of Gros Morne Mountain.
I am queen of the long range, mother of the valley, sister to the waters far below. I am worn, I am ancient, no spirit will forsake me. I am the mountain called Gros Morne.
The first time the Clugston family heard Shirley perform this song was about 3 years ago. Stefan, his sister Claire, and their parents Lena and Rick were vacationing from their home in Washington, D.C. They were overwhelmed by the friendliness, the rich culture, and the music.
I am stark, I am beautiful, a tapestry of color. I winter in a cloak of snow.
We sat next to a couple who were from the States, and they said they had bought land here and were putting a house on it, and I said, oh, I'd love that. 3 days later, with no planned preparation, they said, we found your house. We ran into them in the village. We came up here and we fell in love.
What are the size of these ones over here, Mom?
They giant?
Yeah. Haley?
Yeah. Like the bird?
Lena's husband travels a lot with his work, but she and her kids try and spend every second of the summer months in Woody Point. They're soaking up all things Newfoundland.
Oh, Claire, you missed a whole big bunch here. Gosh, they're big, aren't they?
They're huge.
Are they okay if they're sort of reddish?
Claire might not be an expert berry picker just yet, But she's had no trouble picking up the local style of music.
This music's fun. It was this music that really started making me feel comfortable and enjoying playing the violin.
And her brother Stefan has discovered he enjoys the sounds of the accordion and the stories that go along with the jigs and the reels he learns.
Keeping these traditional songs alive is very important to all of us. Now they reflect that way of life, to my mind. The words and so on, the tunes, they're reflection of this sense of place. The beauty is here, the music is here, the culture is here that really grips me. And I've been thinking a lot about why that is over the years as I read much more about Newfoundland and listen to more of the songs and get to know the people better. I think it sort of expresses, for me anyway, a longing that I think is somewhat universal in people to be in a place where others are really rooted. And the fact that this island had a certain degree of isolation and people were rooted to their places, they belonged to a place, is something that really touches me very deeply. And that's part of why I like to be here.
It's a place and a way of life that has charmed her children, too. When Stefan is in Washington, he longs to be in Woody Point. He's writing a song about a seagull he once saw in that big city and how lonely the bird must have felt.
By massive buildings, watch as the traffic goes by. Long to go back where I came from, back to the ocean and sky.
It's kind of like me, like I don't want to be in the city, but I'm kind of trapped there. And
where do you want to be?
Here.
I just want to succeed.
A week full of Newfoundland and Labrador song and music has bolstered so much pride, the goal of the camp has no doubt been achieved. Traditional music and all the thoughts and feelings that go along with it will stay well intact for years to come.
Hopefully, 10 years down the road, we'll have some, when we start getting old, we'll have some younger players to replace us and keep the music going.
It all comes together in the dance, the musicians are playing, everybody is joining in, learning to dance together, and it's a great feeling of companionship that I think has been lost in much of modern culture.
As the day and the week come to an end, they'll each take away different experiences from the Vinland Music Camp, but it's time for one final celebration. As night falls, the hills around Gros Morne are alive with the sounds of music, traditional music. The fiddlers, the mandolin players, the drummers and singers, they all take their places around the campfire. They play together the song that for many expresses the reasons they've come here, for pride, for music, for saltwater joys.
And that was a show from back in 2005 at the Vinland Music Camp. Now these days the camp takes place at the Max Sims Memorial Camp in Bishops Falls. And this year they're celebrating their 25th anniversary. We hope you enjoyed that look back at an archival special. We'll see you again next time.